Morning. Of course I wake up in a bikini. Hello. 5:15. Actually, not yet. He goes like this, like he goes on his tummy, he wants some belly rubs, and then after that he just lays like this, and he wants me to pick him up. So I go, I pick him up, and then I go by the door and I meet him doing his little thing. It's a routine. Like he expects me to actually pick him up, you know what I mean? Good morning. It's 5:20. We're about 7 minutes from the gym. Exit 40. And we're ready to start our morning. Just same good old routine. I love to start preparing the night before, so I have all of my stuff in front of my eyes when I can barely open my eyes in the morning. And yeah, we're gonna go and head to the gym, put Leo down, and get check-ins done with Damien, ice bath, cardio, and stretches. If anything changes food-wise, I'll know right away. And yeah, we'll be at the gym for about 2 hours to do this whole routine, and then head back over to the apartment for meal number 1. So come with us. I've been doing this for 11 years, and like you've started being an early bird. No, honestly, I was earlier than that back in the days when I had a job that I had to open the gym. So I would wake up at 4, take the snow out of my car, be at the gym by 4:30, do my cardio, and then open up the gym at like 5. And but that was, back in the days when I had 2 jobs and I had to juggle with everything. So yes, it is kind of a return to base and starting my day earlier. Like we had planned to start my day at 6:30, being at the gym. And as soon as I got here, I was waking up at 4 because it was 6 a.m. Eastern, where that's where I normally wake up at. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep that time because honestly, the amount of things that you can do while nobody's awake is so cool. It's the best thing ever. So I normally, my car rides are with like classical music, and I kind of get into my own little vibe, and I pose with my music, and then I do my ice bath with my music, and I just start my morning in a very slow pace, and then I leave the gym and the sun is rising. It's like it's honestly the best thing ever for my health and circadian rhythm. And I was in bed yesterday at 7:30, and I ended up folding clothes and stuff and falling asleep at 8, which is a little bit later than I normally like to. But I've been genuinely like bringing the clock back as early as I can, and it's been great. extremities are the worst, but right now, you know, drying myself. I don't even know if I'm drying myself really because I can't feel anything. The first time I did it, I remember I didn't sleep all night because I was just thinking about how I would mentally prepare for it. And then when I walked in, he was like, "You're just starting at 1 minute." I was like, "Oh, easy work." It wasn't easy work, but at least like it's so crazy what the thoughts that we create in our mind, and that's what it did for me. The ice bath, like I just know I have to get inside of it either way. So for me to think about it and just be angry at it, there's just no point because I'm still gonna go in there anyways. So it helps with inflammation, it helps with the mindset. Breathing through your chest is like the biggest tip that I can give you guys. And that's an ice bath. They would tell you it's not a cold plunge, it's not anything else, but it's brand new into my program. I used to, when Damien came to Florida, he saw my installation and I had a sauna. I'm more of a sauna girl. I love my little sauna. And we also had a cold plunge. So I was like, you're gonna start doing the cold plunge, but your cold plunge is like 12 degrees more than my cold plunge.
It was like 54 or something.
Isn't it? Wow. So yes, it's my first time that I'm doing this during my prep, but I tend to be very inflamed in my legs, especially with that much volume. 30 minutes on my upper bodies and then 10 minutes for when I do lower bodies with an S. I'm training legs today, so I'm gonna do 10 minutes of arc trainer and then finish off on the treadmill for 45 minutes, depending on boss man. That way I don't tax myself too much, but incline 10 on the arc trainer and resistance about 15. That is also new for me. Changing apparatus for my prep. I normally do treadmill, like zone 2 cardio for all my preps, and I've been doing the arc trainer for about 12 weeks now. It's increasing week by week, but we've been at 30 minutes for a while now. Ready for meal numero uno. All the things we gotta do, and then come back a little bit earlier today before training, and I'll just do a bit more rolling in the areas that Damien told me to focus on. Basically, like wherever your upper glute ties into with your lower back, a lot of scar tissue there, because obviously we're training really hard, so making sure that that is released because you could see it during posing. So minor tweaks. I normally do the cross ball about 10 minutes, 5 minutes on each side, each glute, each leg, each calves, each knees, and I spend more time wherever I need. But yeah, also a little bit of a new thing for me. So 7:21, we're more than on time, so we're gonna drive back home, get ourselves set up for meal numero uno. Stretchy. Oh, I love when he does.
Do you still want to do that? Dee said that was okay if it works for you.
So we have a high day today. It's higher calories also. I have a piece of salmon, I have some beef, and some chicken. Throw that out with Theo's food. Alright, so meal 1. Today's a high day, but meal 1 is pretty much the same. It's half a cup of egg whites, 1 whole egg, some good pasteurized egg. Gonna put that in the pan, and I'm having some oatmeal, 40 grams of oats. And today for high day, the only difference is I have 100 grams of blueberries, which I'm gonna put in my oatmeal. Post-workout meal, I always prepare it because I normally eat right after my workout, so by the time I get back here it takes me 20 minutes. It's kind of too long, and it's a shake. So I'm gonna have 4 ounces of bananas. I get things frozen, it's just way easier, especially when portions always changes. Like, get your rice frozen, get your veggies frozen, it's so easy. And there's this organic blend everywhere now. Like I said, I've been on the apple turnover, completely hooked. I might do still the apple turnover, but I just got this the salted peanut butter candy in my Should I do that today because I have the almond butter with it? I mean, honestly, the apple tuna bread is so good. It's so good. It's like fruity, and I'm not a fruity person at all, but I've been hooked on this. So it's gonna be banana. It's gonna be a tablespoon of honey. So I find it interesting that I would have like a sugar like that right after the workout. I was a little bit stressed about that, and I thought he would cut it off, but he didn't. I think it might be for the reason that we want my body used to the honey, so whenever we're carbing up, I'm assuming, I don't even know what kind of food he's gonna give you carbing up, but I'm assuming that it's going to be some type of honey in there, you know. I'm thinking that. I'm gonna somebody. My ultimate go-to is still make this cookie, but 31 grams of this. Oh. Favorite time of the day. Very close. Close and personal. Breakfast is probably my favorite meal of the day just because it is the first meal of the day and I'm normally very hungry. And it does set the tone for the day. You know, I get to sit down, cook. Food is different. And over the years, I kind of get to be creative, and I don't know. It feels good. Set the tone for the day.
Also does a little bit of massage, body work, cupping, scraping. She'll do the needles with like the electrodes through it. But I think it'd be good for you if she can go in there and release those upper glutes, anywhere that's really bothering you. So let me know if you want to do that.
I guess we are about an hour before the workout, so whenever we finish having breakfast, I go and take Leo for a walk, and then I take myself on a walk all the way to the grocery store. It's about a 40-minute walk, but just to get my steps in. My step count is like at 17,500 right now per day, so I've been doing that on a routine, and then if I need anything at the grocery store, I kind of use that at the same time to go get some stuff. So pre-workout meal today, high carb day before a leg day. It's gonna be great. I'm going to have 5 ounces of white rice and some green beans, a little bit of mushroom and onions that I sauteed yesterday for pre-workout, which I love having my pre-workout with my meal. Also took my meal out this morning, but didn't get that. I'm gonna do 1 scoop of the EVP 3D. It still has a little bit of the amino chem left. This flavor is so underrated. Cranberry pomegranate amino chem. I do 1 scoop after breakfast around like 9:30 whenever I'm going for a walk, and it just helps me, you know, getting hydrated before the workout, because after my training, guys, I already start winding down. You know, I'm gonna do a little bit of work, and today we have body works and appointment and stuff like that, but for the most part, like most of my day, it's really earlier in the day, and we're always trying to bring everything, you know, as early as we can. So also, you see me using those water bottles. It's just easier for me to carry instead of a gallon, but I drink 5 liters of water a day. So five water like this. The blackberry lemonade, I'm telling you, it's so good. It's unreal. Just made some chicken yesterday. Ground chicken that we got from the butcher. So, food quality, right? I normally get organic everything, grass-fed when I can. I got really sick from a ground chicken from a store where I won't mention, but it's a good store that I normally shop at. So since then, I had some people at the gym just telling me to go to that butcher store. And when I went there, there wasn't any lean ground turkey. So I asked if they could ground my chicken, and they said they could. So I highly recommend you to go to your closest butcher if you can. It's not even more expensive than having it at the grocery store, and it smells different when you cook it. So food quality, especially when you're eating in such big quantities, it's very important. And on my high day, I actually have a little less protein. just because the calories are really dense, as I said. And that's the meal. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of salt. That's Redmond real salt, just Himalayan sea salt. A bit of salt, but let me put you on game. The Crazy Jane right here on everything is delicious. And stay tuned for you to see how I season my salmon. It's like chef's kiss. All right, let's heat this back up for a little bit and make sure we eat so we can head out.
Give me like 12 and then we'll add a little bit of weight and do it again. We're gonna superset it with hip thrust over here.
Both legs on here too?
Double, yeah. Doble. Dos. Both. Peel out just a little bit right there. Give me 15 of those.
Two.
Give me 5. Give me 3. One more. Yep. Oh. One more. There you go.
My God, I feel like it's our first workout. My God.
There you go. Give me 5.
Damien, when I say 5, it's like 5 left. I have 10.
2 more. 1 more. Good. There's no rule. We stop when we stop. I don't get to the number to stop because I said that.
I know, but you said what you got. 5.
Yeah. And then I counted 5.
You let me do 5 and then you started counting 5.
No.
Yes. Replay the tape.
Give me 5.
1, 2,
Damien, when I say 5, it's like 5
3.
left. I have 10.
2 more.
4,
1 more.
5.
Good. They're going to be able to tell when they watch the video, they're going to be like, oh, he's right, she's wrong. Let's get it. All the way to that upper glute. There you go. Going way up there. 5. 3 people. 1 more. Good. There you go.
Wrapping it up for leg day number 2 of the week. Normally this leg day is
Get your
more
workout done?
unilateral focus. We did a lot of unilateral stuff, but I think right now, especially on a high day like that, just want to see how metabolism is going. Coming back from traveling again. I feel really good though, don't get me wrong. Got my little nap before training, got my rolling going, and now we're going to jump on the treadmill, do 20 minutes of just cool off, cardio, extra steps, obviously. Then have our post-workout shake and head out to bodywork. So normally what you want to do is actually put some water before putting all of your powders and all of this stuff, so that way you don't have to go through this. But I guess I decided not to do it today, which is fine. Still gonna be perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god, this flavor is so good. Meal number 3. 4 ounces of bananas, 1 whole scoop of Isoject protein, salted peanut butter candy, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, ice and water. That's it.
Sides.
It's on the left side mostly. I want to say the right side, it's more so in my iliac that I started feeling it, and more in my psoas. Like this one is like tighter than this side. And then my ribs starts clicking. Like whenever I get body work, like I get a lot of release, but my ribs starts clicking, and then my shoulder starts clicking. Like there's a lot of things that are in balance, I feel.
Okay.
In that area. I also know my scapula is like super tight in the back of that. Naturally, you see how this one flex? Like we've been trying to like, he scrapes like, I mean, I'm bruised everywhere because he scrapes the shit out of me, like just trying to bring that glute down.
Okay.
But I'm like, I had a reflex. I don't know what happened this morning, but it naturally just kind of I don't know, contracted, I feel like. I don't know.
Okay.
But he was like, this area here needs to be really scraped out.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, the nice thing about the needling and stuff, or even the shockwave, is it doesn't make you feel as like swollen and inflamed as like vigorous.
Shockwave?
Yeah. Have you done it before?
The best.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know you have that. I
Yeah.
asked Damien, and I'm like, do you have anybody that does shockwave? I did it for the first time with my chiropractor. He's also like, he does a lot of PT stuff, but I did. It was fantastic.
Cool. Did you do your glutes?
No, he did my lower back, but you can do too.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Wait, I'm interested in that.
Okay.
Okay.
And you've done it before, so you kind of know what your response is like, right? It's pretty positive.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
I've been using that around the tie-ins, everything.
Amazing.
It's great.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Great.
Does it go against everything inside when you think, I don't want to?
Yes,
I'm used to vacuuming this sucker.
Pretty
I've been
much.
working
Oh
to vacuum.
my god, you just read my mind. Asking me for like, a cool down. That's new. When Dee is asking me for a pull down, and you know you're asking like extension from like that bottom part,
Right.
I'm like hard.
And then you keep this hip right over top of the other hip. Keep this guy engaged and kind of lengthen there. And then you just lift this straight up. And if I have you here, this is a straight line from your shoulder to your heel. Feel a little stickier than others. And you'll feel like if you take a breath in, it'll pop your fingers right out of there because the diaphragm will drop down into your hands. So that's one, right? So no poking your guts, right? You're only going back and underside of the ribs, no poking in here. Okay. And then you can take your hand to grab onto your skin here. It feels like it's your skin, right? But you're going to kind of grip it. Yep. And then just give it a little stretch around. Feel it around in your back. And when you breathe, you'll feel it a little bit stretchier.
So we just met with Shannon. It was my first time working with her, and she's definitely a PT, but also some type of body work, right? So it wasn't just mobilization exercises and stuff like that. We still went through some exercises that I can go home, and I think you guys can also see some stuff, you know, and get some good tips out of there. But it's so crazy once you start getting awareness of your body and how connected you are, like how much actual release you need to, you know, be able to build the chest, for example, or being able to build your back. Sometimes it just comes from being so tight in certain areas, and it just, you know, it just happens by our posture, the way that we're breathing. And you know, us as competitor, we have restricted breathing sometimes, and like when we brace, we forget to breathe, and all these things kind of happen where when you start training and doing movements that are either closed chain or even open chain, but mostly closed chain, because that's where we normally that's what we normally do whenever we're on the machine. Well, you start, compensating and bracing from other parts of your body, and it starts getting tight, and then you're restricted in certain areas. So it's good because there's definitely an imbalance that has been developed over the years for me, and I've still, trained the way that I used to train, and as much as I wanted to feel it right, you start, I've grew basically like a bigger glute medius on one side, then a bigger glute max on the other side, so that made my hips kind of unstable. I don't know which one came first, but we found a lot of things today with Shannon, from the inside groins, like stuff that I've never heard before, and I was like, wow, once you poke me there, I actually feel it back there, which was crazy. So definitely feel released. I can't wait to see how it goes. Like normally when I get released like that, if it's apart from just me being tired, I just want to go train right away and just feel the release and how I can fire my muscle better and stuff like that. But like she said, she wants to know how I'm going to post tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, because getting that tilt has been a little bit restricted for me. And yeah, thank you, Dee, for hooking up with Miss Shannon. So we'll see if we're getting her, part of the process for the next 3 weeks. But like I said, we're going to see the response tomorrow, but I think it's going to be really, really good. It was very mild compared to, you say mild, right? Mild. It was very mild level pain from what I've been doing as far as recovery work. So, like we were talking with her, it's been a lot of scraping, a lot of vacuuming, a lot of cupping stuff that is just hardcore. But sometimes you just kind of need the body to respond, and I feel that's what we did today. So, getting some other body work on Saturday, and then every Wednesday for the most part. So, yeah. Oh, that was informational. I'm leaving with a new exercise also that gave me that release that I wasn't able to reach with just normal stretches. So, yeah. I love learning. I think it's so fascinating. So, another great professional that I just met in my repertoire. But now we're hungry and we're gonna go eat. Oh, you're getting the juice today. So, probably my favorite meal, a little burger salad situation. So I have brown mustard in there, I have some little tomatoes and half a pickle, and I'm going to have that with my burger patty. I initially put some little cauliflower in there, which is totally fine, but I'm gonna have that little salad. It doesn't look appealing because now there's a lot of stuff in there going on. It's genuinely delicious. I'm gonna have some seasoning to that and have a feast, because I am genuinely starving. My cauliflower is still frozen. Delicious. Wow. Good. Oh. Alrighty guys, this is a day in my life, 1 day in a life of me 3.5 weeks out from the Arnold. I am going to head downstairs at 6 o'clock. I am going to finish up my step on the treadmill, reading this book, really good book, and have one more meal, shower, and then bedtime at 7:30. Hopefully we get that all done at 7:30. Lights out. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for having me on the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.